Hi, I'm Steve Light. Welcome to my studio. I've written and illustrated 27 books for children. These are some of them. Swap, Blackbird, Yellow Sun, Builders and Breakers, Have You Seen My Dragon? And there's a bunch more, but my newest one is called Road Trip, a Whiskers Hollow adventure. I'm really excited about it because it's this whole world called Whiskers Hollow where these animals drive cars in the trees and there's giant acorns and things. There's Earnest Bear, Cautious Mouse, Hungry Rabbit, and Adventurous Donkey. So let's get reading, okay? Now, one of my favorite parts about this book is if you take off the dust cover, you can see the self cover has a little glimpse of Whiskers Hollow, all the highways that are actually tree branches and all the acorns that get stuck in. This is a little truck removing one of the acorns for the acorn relocation services, and they relocate all the trucks. And then the end pages are a map of Whiskers Hollow, and there's all these fun things. You can find Bear's house and Mouse's house, and you can find the wobbly bridge and the thorny tunnel and even Elephant's old junk tree. And you'll see those are in the story, but there's a lot of things that are not in the story. So if you want to look at the map and find things that aren't in the story and make up your own stories about Whiskers Hollow, you can. Hopefully there'll be some new stories about Whiskers Hollow too after this one. So this is Bear's house. He has his own little stuffed bear. And here he goes off on his truck. He's driving. He's going for a little, it says Road Trip, a Whiskers Hollow adventure by Steve Light. That's me. It was a beautiful day in Whiskers Hollow, more beautiful than a hubcap shining in the sun. Bear was out for a drive. Bear was a good driver most of the time. And you can hear my cat. My cat is right down here. This is Maddie Cat. She wants to say hello. Say hello now. No, she doesn't. Now she's shy. Let's keep reading. On this day, there was a little accident. Crash. Oh no, he crashed into a giant acorn. Bear's old truck needed a new headlight. There was only one thing to do. Bear headed to Rabbit's house. Rabbit, let's go, road trip, called Bear. I need a new light for my old truck, and I need you to help me find one. Well, Rabbit's inside his house. See, he lives inside this tree, but we can see inside because it's like x-ray vision. And we can see he's at his refrigerator, which is empty. He says, but it's almost lunchtime, said Rabbit. Rabbit never missed lunch or breakfast or dinner. We'll find a snack along the way, said Bear, and off they go. Bear and Rabbit arrived at Mouse's house. Mouse, let's go, called Bear. Road trip. I need a new light for my old truck, and I need you to help me find one. So now we're at Mouse's house, and we can see inside his house, too. We have x-ray vision again. Bear's knocking on the door, and Rabbit's hanging from the branch, knocking on the window. And Mouse is inside reading a little book and everything. He has a nice place up here where he sits and draws sometimes. A road trip? Said Mouse. Oh, I couldn't. Just think what might happen. We could get a flat or run out of gas. No need to worry, said Bear kindly. We'll be together. Mouse liked being together with Bear and Rabbit. Still, it was scary. But Mouse ran inside to get something, a first aid kit, because you never know. Then hopped into Bear's truck. Mouse loves to hop and skip. The three friends arrived at Donkey's place. Let's go road trip, said Bear. I need a new light for my old truck. Can you help us find the way to Elephant's old junk tree? Donkey knew the way because Donkey loved junk. So here's Donkey. Here's Donkey's house. We actually don't get to see inside his house, but we see all his junk that he's collected out front of his house and his own little scooter. Now he gets on his little scooter to lead them, and Bear and Mouse and Rabbit go in Bear's truck. Follow me, friends, says Donkey. They came to a bridge. It was long and wobbly. I don't see any snacks, said Rabbit. That looks very rickety, said Mouse. Follow me, friends, said Donkey. And they go. Now the beavers are down here. They're fixing the bridge, or trying to, make it not so wobbly. And there's a little duck in a ferry boat going across the river there. Just down the road, they came to a tunnel. It was dark and thorny. Can't eat thorns, grumbled Rabbit. That looks very prickly, said Mouse. Follow me, friends, said Donkey. There they go. They go through all the thicket, out the other side, down through here. There they go. They're coming out the other side. Safe and sound. Finally, they arrived at Elephant's old junk tree. The tree was filled with old car parts and lots of rusty treasures. There were tires, tricycles, a guitar with broken strings, a motorcycle, and lots of wrenches, even hubcaps. So there's lots of stuff for you to explore. Now you can see the truck and the scooter get up there and they go down the ladder to get there. Donkey's talking to his friend Elephant. Bear found some lamps. Mouse discovered a caution sign. Donkey dug out a compass. Rabbit found snacks for everyone. But they could not find just the right headlight for Bear's old truck. They were disappointed, but decided to enjoy their time together. So they sit on top of the junk pile and have some snacks. Donkey stood up to go, then the junk started to shift, and Donkey started to slip. Follow me! Oh no, they're falling! Sploosh! They fell down right into a huge mud puddle. Bear was covered in thick, gooey mud. Rabbit stumbled and slid, but held on to the snack. And Mouse was hopping and skipping and having a very good time, because Mouse loves to hop and skip. Help, friend! Yelled Donkey to his friend Elephant. I wonder what Elephant can do to help them when they're covered in mud. And Elephant knew just what to do. He cleans them right off. And there, in the mud, they saw it. The perfect headlight for Bear's old truck. And look at Elephant helps them put it on, so now he's got a nice new headlight. It was time to go home. That was fun, said Mouse. I wouldn't steer you wrong, said Bear. And we'll be back in time for dinner, said Rabbit. Where should we eat? Follow me, friends, said Donkey. Donkey knows where to eat. And when we turn to the last page, having trouble turning. You see them all sitting eating. Bear's eating a burger. Mouse is having a salad. Donkey's having a hot dog. And Rabbit's having a cheese sandwich with spaghettis and meatball and a piece of pie. I think that's Bear's piece of pie. And the little bugs are the waiters. And they're serving some other little bugs right here. And we're back to the end pages where there's old haunted fallen log, the dancing tree, Donkey's house, Feather Hollow, and the acorn ice cream shop. So lots of fun things to explore. Now there's one other thing I wanted to show you. It's even on the cover. There's a little acorn car and there's a little leaf car. And they are on almost every page. You can see there they are. And I'm going to show you where they're going. You have to go you have to find them on each page until we get to the big mud puddle. Hold on, I'm going to go back a page or two. And here's where they go. This is where the acorn car, the little bug was driving it, and a bug was driving the leaf car, and they're going to visit their other bug friends that live in all these tree stumps. See, there's one sitting there with an umbrella. And so one of the fun things I love to do is make things for my books. And I actually made a little acorn car. You see that? And a little leaf car. And I've started, but I haven't finished making Bear's pickup truck. I have to put on the front grille, and I have to put on the little acorn logo, and I'm going to try to maybe make a bear and mouse to go in there, maybe rabbit on the back. We'll see. But the wheels turn and everything. So, but I also thought we would quickly draw maybe a little picture of mouse. I'm kind of interested in mouse today. So I draw with a fountain pen. This is a special pen that has a metal nib, and the ink is in the barrel. You can see the ink view window. When I turn it like this, you can see the ink fill up in there. Well, now the great thing about this is when you draw with a marker like this and the ink runs out, you have to throw it out. But this, you actually get a jar of ink, and you can fill, when it runs out of ink, you can fill it back up. It has a little knob you turn and a little thing that comes down and it sucks up the ink back into the barrel. It's really cool. And it draws a special kind of line. I can make different kinds of line. So I'm going to draw mouse for you guys, okay? So mouse has a funny shape head, and see, I like to do this nice thick kind of what I call a scraggly line, like that. For Whiskers Hollow, I draw different for different books. For Whiskers Hollow, I kind of draw like this, and then he has these ears, like this. See, and I'm kind of making that line really thick and scraggly, I call it. I just like that kind of graphic for Whiskers Hollow, so sometimes I draw different lines for different books. He kind of has a worried look on his face, but he's still kind of happy. And he has big nose. He doesn't have any whiskers. Did you know that about? He gets too nervous. My cat is meowing. Doesn't like me drawing mice, but you know, that's okay. My cat's name is Maddie. I don't know if I told you that. She's wondering what I'm doing in here. Usually I'm working so quietly. I'm not really talking while I'm working. So she's kind of like, who are you talking to? And then he has a nice long tail like that. And he has just black pants on. But then he has big shoes. He has really big shoes. And they're really fancy shoes. They have all these patterns and everything. See, now I'm drawing with the other side of the nib, and it makes a really thin line. See that? And he has a kind of a striped shirt on. See how I can draw all the thin lines? And that is Little Mouse. Isn't that great? That's Mouse. Well, this was so much fun. Thank you for visiting my studio where I sit and draw my books. And thank you to Books of Magic for posting this. And it was so much fun to have story time with you guys. Bye.